A lot of positive things. Disappointed in the outcome, but our defense played their tails off today. I thought we covered well on special teams. They were challenged to not let them start outside the 30. We never let them do that. We played great run defense for most of the game. And then at the end of the day, we needed to score in the red zone. We were 0 for 2 down there, and that's the difference in a tight ball game, in a divisional game. And that's you got to score touchdowns down there, and we didn't. So we're 0 for 2, and that's the difference in the ball game. Again, I thought there was a lot of positive things. We put ourselves in position and didn't execute when we had to have it the most, which is down there tight. Again, I'm disappointed in the outcome, certainly. But at the end of the day, we didn't do enough to win again. So go ahead.
You didn't score a touchdown against arguably the worst team in the league. A lot of positive things is the first thing you take from that? I
wasn't talking about the touchdowns. We need to score touchdowns in the red zone, certainly. Didn't do enough good on offense to be able to score points, and we lost the game. So, yeah, there's positive things to point out, but ultimately we didn't score enough points to win, so that is what it is.
What do you mainly attribute offensively? So much progress for this group over the last month or whatever, and then against one of the worst defenses, it feels like it all went away.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to watch the film. I'll get back to you.
On that first red zone situation, do you think, did Will not see, it looked like Chig was open?
Yeah, he missed him. Chig was open. He missed. He didn't get his eyes down to Chig. So, yeah, we had a shot. We had a guy open, so didn't convert.
You had a great degree of run success early in the game.
Yeah.
Why didn't you try to run down there in that first red zone series?
Say that one more time.
You had a great degree of run success early in the game.
Yep.
Why didn't you run down there in the red zone?
No, we did run some. I can't remember the exact play selection, but we had the runs that scored. We scored on one and got called for a hold, and got called back and punched us out. But yeah, I mean, we ran the ball a bunch in that possession in the red zone down inside there. So got down to the 2 and had a guy wide open in the end zone. I don't regret the play selection.
You think Will had any limitations in the second half after the shoulder?
No, Todd said he was good to go. Will said he was good to go, and didn't feel like there was anything there from a injury perspective.
I know you've in the past talked about like the risk versus reward on a play like that to end the half or whatnot.
Yeah.
What was the thought process?
Oh, that was the risk. We weren't throwing a Hail Mary. We were trying to get a block play set up to see if we could get the ball and do something. I felt like we had gotten a momentum with the interception, so we tried to see if we can't get the ball in the hands of some blockers out front. But it takes a second to get down the field enough to make it count. So it's a play we ran against Buffalo. To be honest, the same one we had that gives you a chance to get down there one-on-one and get guys blocked and see if you can't punch it in. Just felt like we to just intercept the ball and then take a knee was not the right thing, and we didn't block the left side the way we needed to and took a shot. So those things happen, but that's the balance that I have to work through when you're calling one play with 4 or 5 seconds left on how aggressive you want to be. And I thought with the turnover to see if we couldn't get the ball in somebody's hand and see what could happen.
In your last series down by the end zone, did Calvin have a good enough sense of where he was with the marker? Could he have tried to plant the foot there and turn up the field?
Yeah, it got extended a bit because there was a guy in the window, but we got the ball to him with space and felt like we had a chance to convert that. And from where I was standing, I thought we had it, and then he just sort of ended up on the boundary. Would have liked to have seen that turn up. I thought we had a shot for a first down there. No, I haven't talked to him yet. No.
The run game was pretty effective, which normally would make you think play action and explosive plays would be the add-on result of that. But why weren't you able to hit any explosive?
We had a few. I mean, we didn't have. I mean, we had some off the run action. Called a couple more that got caught into some, 2-eye shells and got covered. It wasn't for lack of intent. Sometimes you have them and sometimes you don't. We hit a couple, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
What did you think Nick could have made the catch on the play after Calvin's play?
I think that would have been a tough catch. I mean, again, we try to say if it hit his hands, it gave him a chance. And then Will said that was the first time all day that the ball got a little slick, kind of slipped out, so he didn't have full control of it. But yeah, I think it had a chance. I'm not going to say that without really seeing it again, how close it was or wasn't. But he put the ball up in a spot where we can try to go get it. Yeah, that's hard. You got to keep going. They played their ass off. They did everything in a lot of areas that was asked of them, and we didn't score enough points in a tight division game, which all these games are tight. It doesn't matter what the records are when you play in the division. you know, we had a chance with 2 possessions in the red zone and came away with no points. And that's ultimately the difference in a game that you got to score, and especially a limited possession game. And the way it was playing out, you know, didn't have an opportunity to win the game. But again, there's a lot of other things that were good, but no one gives a shit anyway. So we got to find a way to score more points.
We've talked about the red zone a lot, obviously, before
Yeah.
this game, but are you surprised with how difficult it's been for you guys on a regular basis?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we also scored down there once and then got called back, and then we had a wide open guy again, should have scored. But, you know, that's the way it is. It's hard down there. It's tough defenses, not a lot of space, and we, you know, I would expect that we could be better than we've been.
You disputing the penalty? You disputing the penalty that called back that touchdown?
I couldn't see it from where I was at. Didn't seem like it was, you know, a real egregious call, but, you know, they called it. We got to, you know, keep our hands inside and don't hold, and the ball should have been in there for 6.
Do you think you guys have the right mentality in the red zone? Do you think the lows are weighing on them, or is it just kind of?
I don't know. I mean, I think we have the right mentality a lot of the time, everywhere, you know, and to not come away with a win and not come away with points, you know, is disappointing, certainly.
Last one.
Is there anything that you can, like, that you are going to appreciate the team going forward? You guys are the most penalized team in the NFL, and it seems like those calls are a detriment to momentum.
Yeah, they're killer. No, I mean, we coach it, talk about it all the time. You know, it is what it is. Penalties happen. We only had, I think, 4 or 5 today, which was improved. But yeah, those things got to get cleaned up, and we've stalled drives because of it on offense. We've given up conversions on 3rd down on defense. So not today necessarily, but just in general, yeah, those penalties got to get cleaned up, and you know, we're working like hell to get them cleaned up.